What is the offense?
I'm waiting for arrival of the former Vice President Atiku. I'm waiting for arrival of the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar into the house. But see on the ground right now. See on the ground right now. The home to GTV Africa, live from Abuja, and as you can see, some of the party big wings are trying to put heads together so that the conference can start and get to know what they have in mind to tell Nigerians, to tell their party members. The house is filled up. Some people are outside, some are standing outside, and they are still waiting to commence the activities. If I have opportunity to talk to some people, I'll be finding out from them what's plans. Some of them are not ready to talk because of the presence. I wanted to have some chats with some of the party big ones, but they are trying to. As it is, the movement is As you can see, the numbers outside, the numbers outside more than the numbers inside, same everybody. Well, let's watch and see how the party survive the location that they are tight with. You can see the number of them heading to another hall. The party members, quarters are standing outside and they are looking for moving towards another hall. I want to believe that another hall that they are heading to will be conducive for them. If you are yet to subscribe to GTV Africa, kindly subscribe to GTV Africa and like the page for more. We have a lot of their supporters outside standing.
Welcome everybody. Good morning to you all. Sid, I see you. Kene, Oriyomi, welcome. Greetings, I see you all. Paula, I see you. Welcome. Juicy, welcome. So here's the thing. They've already rallied around for a protest, so I'm waiting for the videos. There's a protest that's going to take place today. I think I saw a memo, obedient memo. Let's see if I can pull it up and read it for you guys before they start this. I was waiting for the videos. I haven't seen any videos yet. They've already started mobilizing people. So, because I was like, why did they bother canceling? Everybody showed because they said there's holiday in INEC or something like that. They should still show up. It doesn't matter. I beg. This dousing of number will vex me. So the people know that you're angry. They are protesting in Edo State. They don't block Benin-Lagos Expressway. So if you are in that axis or you have people there, tell them to enter house. So they've blocked it. They are chanting Tinubu must go. I'll bring that video when we're done with this. If there's time allows. I wish every other state would do the same. You know, let this whole thing just end the thing now. People are resigning from the APC. Buba Galadima's daughter has resigned. She said, I tried. I am tired.
Well, like I said, that I'll be fine looking for opportunity to get
so I quit.
I will tell the Nigerians that are online to tell them exactly what is going on. I have with me one of the main person that speaks for the party, and you know his name. He's going to mention his name. Your name, sir?
Yeah, Bolaji Abdullahi. I'm the National Publicity Secretary of the African Democratic Congress.
So everybody is wondering, why are you delaying in the World Press Conference that you intend to do, and what are we expecting?
I mean, because the main hall that we plan to use was not available, so we found option in the smaller room. But apparently, all our supporters are here in their hundreds, so there was no way we could possibly use the smaller hall. So we are delayed a little bit for the main hall to be ready, so that we can move in there. All our dignitaries are here, all our leaders are here. So in the moment, we are going to start. But we are hearing some things that we never knew that they would go this far. But now they have come this far. We are not going to yield, because you makes us complicit in fostering dictatorship of Nigeria. So our duty is to Nigeria and to Nigerians.
Assuming they are not yielding, they are not changing to your direction. What options do you have?
No, we are confident that reason will prevail, and they will do what is right by the law and by the constitution and by the desire of the people of Nigeria.
Well, one word for Nigerians that are online.
Listen, I'll just say to our millions of our members and supporters and Nigerians generally that this is another test of democracy, and we are going to be firm, we are going to be resilient, and like we have overcome in the past, we are going to overcome this time as well.
Thank you so much. Well, as you can hear from him, the party is going to overcome the challenges that is on. They are working towards not being taken out from INEC ahead of 2027, and that is why the press conference is set. As it is right now, the house is filled up. The space they had is not enough for the party to have the successful press conference, and that is why they are waiting for another venue so that they can easily use another venue and talk to Nigerians. As you can see, the numbers of the people in the house, including press and the supporters, let you know that the party big wings are already in, and then even the leader of the party, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, is in the house, and a lot of them are on. If I have opportunity to talk to some of the supporters of the party, I would love to find out again from them what is in their mind as the movement is at the moment now. We're on to GTV Africa, live from Abuja, and I have opportunity to hear from some of the supporters too. I'm going to get to hear from them as well.
Okay, so the Obedient movement has called for nationwide protests. I do. That's why I was really. Why are they the ones that they did together? Come out, whether there's public holiday or not. Who cares? Come out. Anyway, the Obedient movement declares nationwide protest. The new people, Edo people don't already come out. May other states fall out. Every state should fall out. Make the country Kukumama will know so we don't end the country. This is madness. Attire, there shouldn't be any mobilization. As this thing happened, like just like Edo people did, just come out. Those ones not even listen. They're not even listening to all this memo when they go around. They just mobilize. That's how you take people by surprise. It's announcing, and they're distracting you with VDM, show worry, and blood fight. I hope you people are not wasting your time on those shows, though. They won't fight, they fight, beat each other. Waiting concern now. We have bigger fish to fight. They're always looking for ways to distract people. Let me take this further. Maybe when they start talking, let me see if I can get it there.
The leaders of your party.
Well, that decision is absurd and very unfortunate. It has shown that the INEC chairman is unfit to be the chairman of an independent and impartial agency of government. Whoever is supposed to be the chairman of INEC is a man who is supposed to be independent of the powers. He should be insinuated. He should be a man that is built by nature against the influences of government, whether judiciary, whether executive, whether legislature. And to get a man, I'm really sorry to use this word, that looks like a toad with his fat stomach full of bullshit that doesn't know anything, to come to say that the courts interpreted status quo ante bellum to mean that a political party has no leadership. How? No, how? Status quo ante bellum means the state you were before the beginning of hostility. Please, has there been any time that ADC had no leadership? How come that INEC is interpreting the court's decision and making an absurdity about it? Okay, let me give you an example. PDP had two factions. They were in courts. One faction went ahead, said a convention. The other party was still in court. Yet INEC recognized them before 24 hours. Why didn't they say that because there are court cases, they will not recognize either faction? Now, there's one Nafiu Bala, one person. Please, is one person end of this? Is one person neck? Is party? And then you're saying that the whole party is on one side, and one person that has resigned by his own right hand writing, and INEC accepted the resignation. What other process does a political party have to take when somebody has resigned out of his party, and yet INEC is placing that person on one side? Does that not tell you that APC and President Tinubu do not want election? They don't want democracy. If they don't want democracy, then let us proceed to a demonstration of grace, democracy. Because anything they want, Nigerians can give it to them. It's either you want democracy or you want democracy. Whichever one you want, Nigerians will give it to you. So which one are you ready to give them now? We've had enough. Which one are you ready to give? Whichever one they want. So now what is the way forward?
I don't think Nigerians should not put their hope on INEC chairman.
No, INEC chairman should go. He should not get out. He's the worst human being that I've ever met. Now, let me give you an example. With Professor Yakubu Mamu, you will be talking about whether you have free and fair election. But with Josh Amebuta, you'll be talking about whether you have election at all. So as terrible as Yakubu Mamu is with technical glitch, with Josh Amebuta, you won't even have election at all. How can you come out and there is no opposition? PDP, there is nothing like PDP existing anywhere. What you have is PDP. PDP came out openly to be saying on your mandate, Tinubu shall stand. So that's done already, and they are not hiding it. And INEC recognize that faction that is saying on your mandate, we shall stand. And then which other party again? ADC, just because they have seen Atiku Abubakar, Obanso, P2B, the other three candidates in the 2023 election are now together. So they understood what it meant. And now they use INEC. One Josh Amebuta, I just don't know the surname of that people. Is it Amebuta or Amebuta or what? I don't understand. As an Igbo, yes, as an Igbo man, that sounds like Amebuta or something along this nonsense. So, in Igbo land, if that side scratches too much, you bring it out. What is the way forward now? It's the way forward. Restore ADC today, not tomorrow, because it may be too late. ADC is a political party. The courts have made it clear that the internal affairs of a political party is not justiciable. The court has no right to issue an order that will affect the internal affairs of a political party. Now, two, Nafi Ubala is not a member of ADC. He does not have the notice to even bring ADC to court. So the way forward is status quo ante bello, which means David Mark and Raul Fobeni Adegosola, they are the chairman and the secretary of ADC, and it should be restored today, not tomorrow, because they are running out of time. What if INEC fails to do what you request? Just watch us and watch where we're going. And why you gathered here today? We gathered here for a World Press Conference. Investment will begin to chart the course of where we will go. Because like I said, we've had enough. Because if you say, I am not going to participate in the election of 2027, and you say that all the democratic people cannot participate democratically, then you cannot stop them from participating undemocratically. You have to choose. It's either you are allowing democratic practice or you are allowing undemocratic practice. You can choose both. Why we subscribe to democracy is to have a choice. So if you say we will not have a choice, then you don't have a choice to govern us. Because sovereignty belongs to the people, from which every government derives its power. So if you remove sovereignty from the people, you don't have the power to govern us. If you are alleging INEC and charging INEC chairman to be out of office, is it the fault of INEC or the courts? Yes, it's fault of INEC. There's no court that ever told you that you should remove David Mark or Adegosola. Show me the order. Status quo ante bellum is the normal statement of court, meaning do not make any party to suffer any disadvantage before the ruling of the court. Has he not made us to suffer disadvantage? You have granted a man who went to court seeking for a relief. You, the INEC, not the court. You have granted him the relief that he is seeking for in the court. How can that be status quo ante bellum? So what I'm saying is that no court ordered INEC to remove the remark or Adegosola. So it was the decision by INEC, and INEC must do it now and reverse it. So thank you, sir. Thank you.
Your whole life to GTV Africa, as we can hear from him, that INEC should restore Adegosola and others. He has said his own, and I'm sure that others have different opinion, but what led to this is not yet known to some of them, and some of them I see how they're thinking, looking for other ways to make things work for them. Continue to look for others that are going to speak and get to hear some of them, their feelings as regard to activities that is going on. You are on to GTV Africa from Abuja. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. On TikTok, we are also there. Be part of GTV Africa, and let's make history. We bring to you the real feed as it is, as exactly as it is. Popular. Yes, I'm like GTV Inspired, and Nigerians want to hear from you. What is going on? Why are you all out today?
Why are we all out today? Do I even know answer to that question? All I know is that someone is afraid. So, yeah?
So what to know? Why are you scared?
That's the way
It's like your party. It's like your party is having issues.
having issues. We don't have any issues anywhere. I think what you should be thinking about is that why are some people afraid? The same people who say they have won the election, that they have 30-something governors around that are supporting them, but you could see that every time they are afraid and they're doing everything to sabotage. We don't have any issue. I mean, we've been told that, hey, go there, you're alone, you don't have, governors with you. And we say we have the Nigerian people. And you can see here just within a few hours of what has happened, literally the whole country is represented. People are coming from all over. So we don't have an issue as a party. We are there doing what we are doing, which is focusing on engaging with citizens respectfully the way any political party should. And we are not engaged in trying to undermine anyone. I think the people that should be answering the question is, why are they afraid?
Why did INEC give that announcement?
Well, the reason why they gave that announcement is because of the fact that the only independence in INEC is the INEC. And so it has shown repeatedly, the INEC has shown repeatedly that it is partisan and that it is not independent as should be. This is an institution that is supposed to be unbiased, but in every way, it's almost as if it's an arm of APC. And so why are you giving that kind of a judgment? The judgment never said you should remove, David Mark or Arebashola. It didn't say you should remove the national chairman or the national secretary. It said you should go to a status quo antebellum. That's what it says. And what is that status quo antebellum? When the guy went in there, David Mark was already there as the national chairman. Arebashola was already as the national secretary. But I think the thing that Nigeria should be focused on is the fact that for those who say they have 30-something governors, for those who say they have kept money that they have not used in the last 3 years to develop our country, they have kept it probably to use during the election, but they are scared and they're looking for whatever it is to destabilize parties. And then another thing also, is the Labour Party. Why is it happening in the Labour Party now? It's not. Now it's ADC that they're focused on. They know where their affairs are. So what the way forward is us as a party. We are coming here. We are law-abiding. We do everything by the letter of the law, and we're here to do a conference and prove that out. And when the message goes out, definitely they will hear from us loud and clear. Nigerians will hear from us loud and clear. The one thing I'm going to say to you is that we are not intimidated. We are not afraid. We are not thinking of giving up or whatever. This country, and I've said this before, and I'm going to say it now again. Nigeria is at war. Going into 2027, it's going to be a war, and we are fighting for our lives and we're fighting for the soul of this nation. So giving up is not an option.
So what message do you have for to INEC chairman and Nigeria?
The message I have to INEC chairman, he should remember that before he became INEC chairman, there was someone who was INEC chairman. And after he's gone from that seat, there will be people that will be there. What will he be remembered for? This is someone who is a professor, not just professor in any profession, but in law. He is a son. So first of all, he should not be the one making up the law or reading the mind of what, the ruling of the courts have said. If there's anything he doesn't understand, he should go there. And we are hearing reports that he was threatened, he was pressed into it. He should remember that whatever seat he holds is not the power that he has now. It is what he is remembered for. He should make INEC independent, not just the I being independent, but the whole organization itself being independent.
Why not go back to the court and seek interpretation? Very clear interpretation of the ruling.
Just going to the court mean you will not do a press conference. So we are here. The leadership will tell you at the press conference, there's going to be, we're having a press conference, right? There's going to be a press statement, and then you listen to what the press statement will say, and then take it off from there. Going to the court doesn't mean that you will not address, the gentlemen of the press.
If you have to say a word to your supporters out there that are watching you, what will you be telling them?
Don't give up. We're here and we're fighting this to the end. Nigeria is a country that belongs to all of us, and nobody will think that just because they got into power illegitimately that they're going to own this country. We all are Nigerians, and no Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian.
The whole live to GTV Africa, live from Abuja. Let's continue to hear from party supporters. And
African Democratic Congress is healthy. The party is beginning its congresses on the 7th of this month. We are on course. Congress's materials have been dispatched to the states. Even though we read that INEC has issued a statement, but INEC does not communicate with political parties through social media or statements. So we are yet to receive any official communication from INEC about whatever they purported to have been sent out there. But we understood that they were trying to interpret the judgment of the Court of Appeal, which said parties should return to status quo ante bellum. And in law, that means parties should go back to the position they were before coming to court. Now, before Nephew Balagbon approached the court on the 2nd of September, what was the status? The status was that David Mark-led National ESCO was in charge of the leadership of ADC as approved by the National Executive Council in July 2025. That was the status. So if the Court of Appeal has asked INEC to go back to status quo ante bellum, I expected Professor George Amopitan, a renowned scholar of law and a senior advocate, to have known the meaning of status quo ante bellum. But sadly, he has interpreted the decision of the Court of Appeal to mean that the Court of Appeal has ordered INEC to go and create anarchy in ADC, because the purported letter said INEC is not going to relate or monitor the congresses to be organized by the Vermont-led National Working Committee, and it will have no business with the faction. Meaning that Amopitan is telling Nigerians that the Court of Appeal has ordered him to go and create confusion in ADC so that they can kill themselves. Now the question is that, can a court of law create confusion and anarchy? The answer is no. So why would the renowned professor of law and a law teacher like Judge Amopitan behave like this? We understood the role dollars is playing in Nigerian democracy. And this has been replicated by the conduct of the National Assembly. Because each time they see their grandfather, Tinubu, coming into the hollow chambers, they start singing, "On your dollar we shall stand, on your dollar we shall stand, on your dollar, Tinubu, on your dollar." So INEC now is singing, "On your dollar we shall stand."
And that's not an allegation.
How does it look like an allegation? How can you explain why a law professor who taught me status quo ante bellum when I was a law student, and he told me that it meant status, go back to the status you were before coming to court, and he has interpreted it differently? What would have changed his brain? I didn't see him wearing Tinubu's cap with handcuff. I would have thought his brain has evaporated like others. So since I didn't see that, I will be left just like he has interpreted the court judgment to interpret his conduct to mean that this "on your dollar we shall stand" had infected INEC.
What will be the next solution now? Next step?
The next step for ADC is to continue with their congresses and to tell Judge Amopitan that he has lost his knowledge as a lawyer and interpret the law accordingly, because we are not abiding citizens. Amopitan has asked us to go and kill ourselves. But we are saying that no, we will obey the court order. Status quo ante bellum means David Mark, go and conduct your congresses, which he is going to do. We will conduct our congresses. When INEC would have recovered from their confusion, they will meet us, but we cannot be delayed.
In less than 6 months that he assumed office, one of your party members was calling for his sack. Are you repeating that too?
Under democracy, people are free to express their opinion. Even as I'm addressing you now, I will not be surprised that a Nigerian will say I should be sacked from here. So asking that people should be sacked is a democratic right, and it should be recognized.
Thank you so much. Well, one of the party leaders has just said his mind that recognition should be given to what he said. Now let me find out from a known face. Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. Thank you for your time. You are talking to Nigerians, and I want to be finding out from others because Nigerians are listening to you. If they ask me to ask you a question, I will do that.
I've seen a better.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
Your name for the benefit of those that may not know you.
My name is Omoye Wilson.
He seems to be party leader of this ADC.
The former national chairman of ADC.
What is wrong with the party at the moment now?
The party is intact. Nothing is wrong with the party. But there's something wrong with INEC and the APC government.
Can you share with us?
Because the biggest scandal I have seen as far as political party management is concerned, I have been in political party management for more than 20-something years. I've not seen any INEC that will just take law onto their hand and scandalize the entire system. What INEC does is to work with party leaders to ensure that parties are healthy, and when they refuse to be healthy, they can fall aside if they don't win the election. But for INEC leadership to decide to truncate the law to please the party in power, it's most irresponsible. And for a SAN, for that matter, it's a major disgrace to the legal profession because it's a SAN. It's a major disgrace. It should know the law and so on. I think the INEC chairman need to be derobed. The SAN he was bestowed on should be removed from him. Yes.
Don't design from ADC.
We have all the forensics. He resigned from the ADC, and he resigned as deputy regional chairman. I have the letter. INEC has the letter, and INEC watched the entire processes. We held more than 8 meetings. Bala was involved in all the meetings, and what beats my imagination is that Bala was one of those who went around the north to market ADC to the people, saying if we build a coalition that the north should embrace ADC. So for him to be doing, there must have been something for him to be involved in what he's involved in now. What it is that we know that there's some billions of naira there for anti-coalition fights. This government doesn't want to face any election. They want a coronation. So I know what I went through before we were able to midwife this coalition. They followed me to everywhere. And so on. But eventually, we were able to do it. And they decided to start following some people they think they can drop and to make for them to make use of. I know some of these guys. Most of them now, they live in some of the biggest hotels in the country. At times, they fly private jet. And I can tell you the places where they go to. They fly private jet to Lagos. They fly private jet to Omoye. I know the governors who are funding them, and I know the offices in Abuja here that are also funding them. So we know all of these things.
What's the way forward?
The way forward is that ADC is moving forward. All our processes, we're going to continue and finish it. Nobody can stop it. If they stop it, they want us.
But if INEC fails to be part of your Congress, don't you see that there will be problem?
We already informed INEC that we have a Congress. We sent them a letter and they stamped it, and so on. Whether they come or they don't come, that's the business. We are on the right. INEC know that they are wrong. So it's now left to them to play whatever game they want to play.
Thank you so much, sir.
You know, when you're right, you're on a high moral ground, and so on. We're on the right.
Thank you so much, sir.
God bless.
Home to GTV Africa. In a few minutes, we continue to hear from the party has changed its tactics, and they are setting up at here now so that we can hear from them.
The defender of the people, the man whose name is as popular as Coca-Cola, just from Atiku Abubakar. Next, let us first greet him. Come to see him. Baba, oh, Baba, Baba, Baba. Thank you very much. This is the creator, facilitator, originator of the Concorsia movement across the globe. Engineer Musa Radu Concorsia. Now, the man who, because of him, the Mali sang that song, Exodus, movement of the people. Popular, acceptable, and friend of the Talakawas, Peter Obi. We also have here the former Speaker of River State, the only former governor with a Yoruba and Igbo name. He is noting me, and at the same time, Adechi, former governor of River State. For anyone assuming, but this is an Iroko and a Caterpillar. He wrote to me, Adechi. We have Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, two-time governor of Cross River State, never aging, always regenerating, Former Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the only one who remains to be president. Clearly, okay. We have my uncle, our leader in the Northeast, the former best friend of Ahmed Bola Tinubu, a recognized leader in this country, a strategist and a thinking machine, and let it catch him. Well, former governor of Edo State, over 80 permuting, our father, our grandfather, John Omoye. The responsible former chairman of ADC, very responsible man who is standing by his word. He resigned and he refused to sleep.
So wait, what's the catch? That's what most people ask when they hear about SMUD's brand new home battery incentive.
Also, please can we give a round of applause?
There is a huge mobilization of people from APC into ADC. People are leaving APC in their droves. Zamfara State, all of the APC people are moving. People are sending out their registration. ADC is registering one of the highest decamping so far. Okay, that's just breaking. I just wanted to let you guys know. Let's keep going.
Former banker turned politician, former presidential aspirant, former MD, financial guru, simply known as Aya today. Please can we give him a round of applause? The national leader of our party, the national woman leader of our party, we respect you, we welcome you. Her name is Naomi, and she has been Naomi since we were in ABU. So please can we give her a round of applause? I recognize every other person here. Yeah, we are in the same category. I'm also financially disabled. But I will recognize my own leader. Responsible, mature, the Eladima, you are welcome. Former Minister of Sports, replica of Thomas Sankara, you are welcome. Former National Organizing Secretary and now Senator, please, you are welcome. Our Publicity Secretary, doing well, I respect you. You are welcome, Bolaji. The Deputy National Chairman, Senator, you are welcome. There's a man also I love to do, former chairman of ABGA, today Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and he has seen the lights. I call it Senator Kukuku.
Yeah, Tracy, exactly. You see the kind of move that's happening.
Minority leader of the Senate, 20 years in the National Assembly, now is an indigene of the National Assembly. Ainia Abari. My uncle, Senator Ozamere, I salute you. Senator Clement Ikisiko, I salute you. All the national officers of our party, can you just wave, please? All national officers, I've seen you. Youth leader is here. And finally, the leader of the PWP, our group. Please, can we give him one good sir? Don't worry. When we form
ADC, ADC, no to injustice, no to one party state, and no to poverty in Nigeria. ADC.
Thank you very much. You are working for the Office of the Special Assistant to the President of Persons with Disabilities. We will have no financial disability. And I want to announce that we are live, and this program is being live. So please, without wasting much of our time, we are going straight to the reason why we are here. We are going to invite the national chairman of our party to read the message of the Nigerian people Because what he wants to read is the message of the Nigerian people against tyranny, against dictatorship, against a totalitarian, against Tinubu. And I'm telling you, by the grace of God, by the grace of the Almighty God who created heaven and earth, God will subdue Tinubu and APC. So without wasting much of our time, I'm going to invite the former and retired general, former president of the Senate, former sole administrator of Niger State, former minister, aka Knighted, and gentleman, our own David Mark, to please read the message of the Nigerian people. We need to please be very quiet and attentive because this is a world press conference and we want Trump to hear where he is so that Trump can change his mouth from saying that somebody is a Christian, somebody is respected, all that's gone. So please, the chairman, sir, your speech.
Your Excellencies, founding members of ADC, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the African Democratic Congress, ADC,
what would it feel like to wake up on your terms, work from anywhere, and actually enjoy what you do while helping others?
On behalf of the African Democratic Congress and all lovers of democracy, I welcome all of you to this World Press Conference. Since 1999, Nigeria has been under democratic rule. After 27 years, we thought we could proudly celebrate the entrenchment of democracy, believing that the country's dictatorial past has receded into history. Our experience in the past 3 years or so, since President Bola Ahmed Tinubu came to power, has confirmed otherwise. Democracy is only sustained by the quality of freedom that it offers and guarantees, especially the freedom to choose, freedom to participate, and the freedom to associate. These freedoms are so critical to democracy that without them, democracy dies. Yet, in the past 3 years, we witnessed a relentless assault on these very freedoms. The agenda is very clear: to create a situation where in 2027, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu emerges as the only option left for the people, despite the widespread suffering and wanton killings going on across the length and breadth of this country. The twin challenge of deepening poverty, worsening security situation in the country did not just happen. There are direct consequences of the failure of this government. They know that Nigerians will not want to continue. They know Nigerians will put them out. This is why they will do anything to hang on to power by hook or crook. The coalition of opposition parties came about as a result of a collective search for democratic freedom and the desire to resist what was clearly a relentless assault on opposition political parties. The coalition leaders decided to come together under ADC to save multi-party democracy in Nigeria and rescue Nigeria from what was clearly an emerging dictatorship. We did not come to the ADC by chance. We did our due diligence. We fulfilled all the party's constitutional requirements, as well as all wider requirements under the laws that guide the management and operation of political parties. In furtherance of this process, a NIG meeting was convened on July 29, 2025, monitored by INEC officials. One of the conclusions of that NIG meeting was the dissolution of the National Working Committee of the party and the ratification of the caretaker committee to take over the affairs of the party, with my humble self, David Mark, as the national chairman, Rauf Ubeni Aribishola as the national secretary, as well as others who have since been serving as officers of the party. In addition to witnessing this process that brought in the new leadership of the party, a formal report of these resolutions was subsequently communicated to the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. On the 9th of September 2025, INEC then uploaded the names of the relevant NWC members of the party based on the NIG resolutions. One of the officials of the dissolved National Working Committee was Nafiu Bala, who was one of the deputy national chairman of the party. It is on record that Gombe resigned his position on the 17th of May 2025. His resignation was also duly transmitted to INEC on the 12th of August 2025. Regardless of his resignation, he decided to approach the courts on September 2nd, 2025, 4 clear months after he resigned, seeking to be recognized as the chairman of the ADC. What this means is that by the 2nd of September, when he approached the court, INEC was already aware that Secretary Alibeshola and I had been inaugurated on the 29th of July in a process monitored by INEC. INEC was also aware that Gombe had resigned his position before the inauguration on the 29th of July. While this matter was in court, our team of lawyers approached the Court of Appeal, challenging the jurisdiction of the Federal High Court. In rejecting the appeal, the Court of Appeal ordered the parties, including INEC, to maintain status quo ante-billion.
Quick question. Do you actually know why the market moved today? If not, tap the link and watch the new money.
We noticed a flurry of activities by lawyers associated with Nafiu Balago, requesting INEC to recognize him as the new chairman, or to de-recognize Alibeshola and I as the secretary and chairman, respectively, in a curious interpretation of what constitutes status quo ante-billion. But we know all along that Nafiu Balago and his lawyers were not acting on their own violation. They have become willing tools in the hands of the ruling party that have lost all support and goodwill to the Nigerian people. A government that has become desperate, so desperate to cling to power by all means, and even if it meant throwing the country into avoidable crisis. In the past couple of months, ADC has become the only viable opposition party left in Nigeria. But this APC government does not want any opposition. While we were fully aware of all their desperate plans, we remain confident that no level of desperation would have driven the government and the INEC to take a direct action against the ruling of the court. But we were wrong. It was therefore, to our surprise yesterday, 1st of April, that INEC issued a press statement after the close of business hours, announcing that it had decided to withdraw recognition of both the ADC leadership, which I held, and the fictitious one purportedly led by Nafiu Balago, thereby creating a false equivalence between the parties. By purporting to recognize Nafiu Balago as a faction, INEC seems to have conveniently forgotten that this individual had resigned his position with the knowledge of INEC itself. The crux of the matter is the interpretation of what constitutes status quo ante-billion, which the Court of Appeal directed should be maintained. From all authoritative counsel at our disposal, there is no legal interpretation of precedent that could possibly lead to the outcome that INEC seeks to foist on our party. Based on this press conference of yesterday, INEC is pretending to be confused as to what constitutes the status quo ante-billion. If this was so, under the circumstances, what one would have expected was for INEC to approach the Court of Appeal to request a judicial interpretation of what truly represents the status quo under the circumstances. But INEC did not do this. While posturing to be neutral, its actions confirm that it has become irredeemably partisan, working as a player towards a preconceived agenda. With this action, this INEC has left no one in doubt that it has chosen the path of dishonor and has become complicit in it. It therefore can no longer be trusted. What we say in essence is this: INEC cannot choose to fix the status quo from the day it took their decision to uphold the names of the new ADC members on its website. Because INEC does not have the power to determine for any political party who its leaders should be. That decision was taken on July 29, 2025, not on September 9th. With its press conference yesterday, INEC has invented the status quo that never existed because there was no time that the African Democratic Congress, ADC, did not have a fully constituted leadership. What INEC has done is to create a situation that by its own curious logic leaves the ADC without leadership. This certainly cannot be the status quo that the Court of Appeal directed should be preserved. It is an INEC invention that is not known to any Nigerian law. There is only one conclusion that Nigerians can draw from the 1st of April 2026 action taken by INEC. The electoral umpire has taken sides. It can no longer be trusted. As a matter of fact, INEC has acted in contempt of the Court of Appeal and has therefore acted unlawfully. My fellow Democrats, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is not the ADC that is under attack. It is a direct assault on Nigeria's democracy and the right of Nigerians to choose, to participate, and to exercise their rights as free citizens. We have witnessed how the APC-led federal government has undermined, compromised, and coerced other opposition political parties. The ADC has risen as the last posting between Nigeria's democracy and full-blown dictatorship. And this is what worries them. What is now unfolding is a concerted effort to dismantle that last bulwark. If we allow this to happen, it would signal the end of our democracy as we know it today. If we yield to it, we would have become complicit by our inaction. We therefore hold it a duty to our democracy and to the Nigerian people to say no. No. Right now, I speak to Nigerians at home and in the diaspora. I also speak directly to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. With 90% of the National Assembly and over 30 of Nigeria's 36 governors in the APC, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, what are you afraid of? If you are convinced that you have done well for the people who voted for you, why are you afraid of a free, fair, and transparent electoral contest? If you are indeed the Democrat that you claim to be, why are you bent on destroying all opposition political parties in this country? Let me reiterate for the record, there are no competing claims on the leadership of ADC. Nafi Ubala has no locus whatsoever. INEC should have waited for the Court of Appeal to decide this one. Instead, INEC went ahead to do the bidding of the ruling party. But let us be clear, the role of INEC over political parties is not administrative, it is not managerial, it is simply supervisory. For the avoidance of doubt, the leadership of ADC inaugurated at the 29th July 2025 NEC meeting remains the lawful leaders of the party. Party members and all Nigerians should therefore remain calm as there is no cause whatsoever. It is important to state the net implications of this decision taken by INEC in case they have not thought of it.
What if you could claim a stake on what's set to be the biggest IPO ever, starting with just $500? Everybody's talking about Elon Musk's SpaceX IPO. It's all over the headlines. Forbes, Wall Street Journal, Bloomberg, CNBC called it the big market event of 2026, and the New York Times predicted that this IPO is going to unleash gushers of cash for Silicon Valley and Wall Street. So what is it that's so special about
2026? We have given due notice to INEC and they have acknowledged receipt of that notice. This is what the law requires of us. Let us sound a note of warning. This INEC Professor Joshua Amopita will be held directly responsible for whatever actions or inaction or reactions that follow this criminal path that it has taken. Our demand is therefore very clear. We demand the immediate resignation or sack of the INEC chairman. Professor Amopita and all his national commissioners. We no longer have confidence in them. We are convinced that they are incapable of conducting any credible election. Let us also make it clear We're proceeding with our party programs because there is nothing under the law that makes INEC's attendance a mandatory requirement. Yes. We have duly served INEC notice and we will proceed accordingly. We also call on the international communities to take note of INEC activities of 1st April under the restraint we have exercised so far. We urge them to recognize the clear threat to Nigeria's democracy and stability, and to hold accountable those who are undermining the integrity of the electoral process. We call on Nigerians to defend our democracy. This is a defining moment. Stand firm, speak out, participate, resist any attempt to impose a one-party system on Nigeria. Nigeria belongs to all of us, and together we must protect it. It is often said that the arc of history does not bend towards tyranny, it bends towards freedom. No matter how long the night may seem, the morning will come. Nigeria will not be silenced. ADC will not be silenced. Nigeria will not be conquered, and ADC will not be conquered. Nigeria is rising, ADC is rising. Thank you and God bless you.
Please, let's give our national chairman a standing ovation. Thank you very much, sir. That was the voice of David, and with that David's voice, Goliath's obituary has been announced. Thank you very much, sit down, sirs. Gentlemen, that was the message of the Nigerian people. INEC, from our chairman's speech, lied, because in their press briefing, they said we informed them on the 9th of September, while we have record that it was in August. It was in August that they were sacked, and that NIG held on the 29th of July, where they were present and they monitored. So INEC is a liar. So please, everybody, like the other people will do in the Dumata market, be sure to INEC. Sure to INEC. Thank you very much. This has brought us to the end of the press conference. I will just maybe call on the secretary on behalf of the leaders to just thank our party faithful for coming.
Chairman, and all our leaders, and the distinguished presence of our senators, other legislators and leaders of the party, faithful of the press, it's been a wonderful day. We are feeling discipline that we have to go through this again. Certainly, Nigeria will carry on. We shall overcome. You are all welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. To bring the program to a proper celestial close, I want to call on the immediate past National Secretary to please give us the closing prayer, and I use this opportunity to announce his presence. Thank you.
Dino, the lion, heard from our eminent leaders, party leader, how President Bola Tinubu and his INEC colleagues is creating more Turji in the mix of Nigeria. It's a prayer. We don't have such Tuesdays. We need to eliminate them. But our prayers will back the ongoing transition, and ADC will come out transparent. Alhamdulillah, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Malik Yawmiddin, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, Ihdina siratal mustaqim, siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim, ghayril maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. The strength of this very particular verse is so important in worldly affairs and hereafter. And pray Almighty Allah to guide this party to a successful note. All that is happening, they said in our own tradition, that somebody kicking during certain attempts in his life or the final stage would not stop him from going. So as such, Bolatili and his own colleagues, all his taunting talks that he's using to truncate democracy, national democracy, will not happen in the name of Allah, the Mighty, the Most Grateful. So help us to all this value that is going. People are blind, the rulers are blind, they cannot see the truth and justice. The conference has stressed, the need to have a vibrant Nigeria, and they are afraid of that.
So help us grab and eliminate these dogs that are not allowing people to move through. Yes, so they are tourists, so they don't help us and eliminate them. Please, I want to make a special appeal. The way we like this, please let's remain like this and give our leaders respect so that they can file without, they are not as young as some of us. So please, don't sit down the way you are so that they can have a seamless exit. Without being pushed. Seamless exit without being pushed, please.
Okay, well, let's switch really quickly to all right, so this was what we saw earlier. I think that's it. But let's listen to this.
Nigerians, they are here to have that important come to Jesus conversation with the crazy people at INEC and their crazy paymasters in Asoko. Nigerians, what they plan to do is to discourage you from participating in the next election. We are here to vehemently say no. Democracy is built on the people. If you want to test your popularity in a democracy, you have to go back to the people who are the ultimate custodians of the legitimacy of any government. So when a government who has lost legitimacy with the people is trying to play hanky-panky game, trying to deregister political parties, all because they do not want a Peter Obi on any political ticket. This is all about Peter Obi. And of course, all the other leaders. But in my enlightened opinion, in my enlightened estimated opinion, it is all because they do not want Peter Obi on a ticket. We will ensure, Nigerians will ensure, all Nigerians of good conscience, whether you are a member of the ADC or not, will ensure that we have not only Peter Obi on the ticket, we have a credible opposition that will challenge this government and in fact remove this nefarious government that has held Nigeria bound. Take a good look. There are people inside that, there are people in that, and there are more people coming. At the end of the day, here goes. And we are going to speak and speak very strongly. Those who are looking for how to collapse the country, we are saying, take heed. He who thinks he stands should take heed, lest he falls. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Okay. So the chairman was on a rising. Bring that really quickly.
This is the most irresponsible activity that I've seen INEC do. I've worked within the party processes, party leadership, and INEC for almost 20 years, and INEC has never done something this scandalous. All the processes that brought about David Mark and REV and the new leadership, INEC members were there. They witnessed all the processes. They were part of it, and they were helpful also because before we did anything, we went to them. This is what we want to do. They will advise because they wanted all the parties to succeed. And we held more than 5 meetings within 8 months before finally the NWC then was dissolved, and David Mark and REV and his team were elected to handle the party's affair. And Nafiu Bala was one of the prominent people he came for all the meetings. He came for all the meetings, and then he was one of the persons who were particularly helpful to me because even in marketing ADC, he went across the Northeast and the Northwest to talk to some leaders about why it should be ADC for the coalition. So when he began to, and he was there when we concluded the process, we got these people elected to take charge by July 29th. July 29th. Then all of a sudden, I mean, for him to go to court by September 2nd to start seeking that, this will happen or that will happen, looked very ridiculous to us and so on. And so I'm not concerned about Bala, but I'm more concerned about how we are trying to degrade our institutions and then the presidency's hand in it, trying to bring down the democracy. What I can tell you what is at play, because I experienced it when during the process during the processes that brought about David Mark. People followed me to almost all corners, thinking that I can assist them in ensuring that there's no party standing. But for me, if for more than 20-something years I was in party building, nation building, and I was convincing my family and my children, I'm interested in this because I want a new Nigeria. Assuming I succumbed to anything they offer, all my children, grown up now, they will say, "Oh, Daddy, is it all about money or about power?" and so on. So it's unfortunate what INEC and the Bola Tinubu administration is doing to our democracy and our country. It's quite unfortunate.
I'm going to share a few videos and then we'll wrap it up. I'll have to come back later on.
Irresponsible activity that I've seen INEC do. I have been, I've worked within the
have become so desperate. The APC have seen that ADC is the only opposition we have in the Federal Republic of Nigeria to challenge them in 2011. And they've seen exodus of movements of people from various political parties into ADC. And me personally, I'm shocked why they are panicked. You said you have 32 governors, you have taken over then why are you afraid? So in a nutshell, it is not about ADC. It is about democracy. President Ahmed Bola Tinubu wants to be coronated. He doesn't want election. He just wants to be coronated. He wants us to practice a monarchical system of government, a KBC mentality, where it will just be coronated. And even from what is said in 2022, 2023, we can see from it that a man who said, "It is my turn." No Democrat will tell you it is my turn because it's not a monarchical system of government. It's not a chieftaincy title. In democracy, there's no turn. A man who said, "Grab it, take it, and run away with it." Is that a democratic language? That's a mafia. It's a mafia language. Only a mafia will talk like that. No Democrat will talk like that. So the tendency of not being a Democrat was manifested early enough, but Nigerians did not see it. Right. Tinubu is a totalitarian. And what they are trying to do is to stifle power by force. They want a one-party state. They don't want election. They just want to be coronated. And it is practically going to be impossible in Nigeria because the battle to rescue this country from these economic cankerworms, from these scavengers, from these criminals in power, is a battle of no retreat, no surrender. We are going to fight this with every legal means. We are going to be on the streets. We are going to do everything practically possible to make sure that democracy continue to remain. Government of the people, by the people, and for the people, and not greediocracy like Tinubu is trying to interpret it.
Senator Miller, I'd like to, appeal to you to use your words cautiously. The ruling party spokespersons are not here.
Excuse you, journalists. They never capture your family member.
Manner.
It
leaves more to be desired. But
I beg you, I'm on arrest. May una rest. When APC go, you people are part of the problem. You guys don't have the balls to do journalism. Why don't you go and sleep in your house? Your country is literally on fire. You are telling somebody to caution their word. If you are afraid, then you shouldn't be a journalist. Go home. It's time for Nigerians to be calling out these journalists. Go home. What do you mean by caution your word? Are you okay? Not be the same country they live. You know they drive for the road. Can you travel from your house to the east or the west, wherever you come from, and come back in one piece? You people are part of the problem. You are part of the people destroying the country because you cannot say the truth. Check out journalists all over the world. They are putting their bodies in the line. Now, no, they do anything to sit down for that studio. They collect brown envelope every day. You want to say you don't feel the pain of the people? Abi, una no know what they happen for Abuja on a day. Abi, now they feel the impact of the kidnapping and the terrorism when they happen. Until one of you is snatched. One of you, these people that are always covering for APC, always coming to the studio to talk APC talking points. God, I beg, Nigeria. I cannot stand. The people are just as worse.
The APC have become so desperate.
The people are just as terrible as the government. Imagine. What rubbish. What are you afraid of? You are 1 second away from buying. Big.
In this video, I'm not talking to members. I'm not talking to obedient. I'm not talking to APC members. I'm not talking to Baptist or Atiku or Kwankwasia or Revolution Now, Take It Back movement. I'm talking to Nigerians, and I want you to be Nigerian. Whatever it is that your political coloration is, drop it for now and let's talk. You see, it is no coincidence that every single opposition in Nigeria has been sent into the coolers. And then I saw a video of him some week a couple of days ago taking a jab at Peter Obi about the situation in the Labour Party. But the same PDP that he is flaunting doesn't exist, as it were. That the party is dead. Whatever Nyesom Wike is doing, he's just pseudo politicking. He's just trying to hold sway. He knows that the only way he can negotiate a VP slot in 2031 should Tinubu be re-elected in 2027 is that he creates a situation as though the PDP is working. Shey Makinde is negotiating a way for a state and a ministerial slot post 2027. So there's no gainsaying the fact that, and now looking at what is happening to the ADC, there's now a memo that tend to INEC is alluding to a court order removing Senator David Mark and former Governor Rauf Oyegbeshola as chairman and national secretary of the ADC. I can query all of the existential crisis and all of that. Oh, politics is all politics, but whoever gets into power and begin to play this kind of politics against the principles of democracy should worry you. And that's why I said I'm talking to Nigerians. You have 31 governors, boastfully. You've appointed judges, you've given them houses, you've appointed, and yet you still do not want to have an opposition party on the ballot against you. That should worry in Nigeria. And if you're not worried, I'm worried. I have been in associations before, and sometimes one of the strongest arm of an association, maybe a barest minimum association, is the disciplinary committee or maybe the ex-executive officers. When you begin to notice that the chairman or the president of the association is attacking that office, you know that there is a problem. You begin to brace up. In the country where I reside, when you get into a hall, whether for training or for conference or an office or you're assigned to a new workplace, the first thing they take you around in the induction process is the exit point. Fire exit, they call it. It is compulsory. Should anybody come as a supervisor and you say you were not shown the fire exit, whoever did the induction will get a query letter.
What is the exit point of our democracy? Why is this man blocking all channels of exit? Why does he not want people? And on this video, I'm not even talking about Tinubu. I'm not worried about the ADC. I'm not worried about Peter Obi. I'm talking to Nigerians. Anybody who is able to look us in the eyes and say, I want to remain in power through this illegal criminal means is something to worry us.
I'm telling
because first, the dangers are that this man is not going to work as he's supposed to work. Two, he's also creating, this is not more like a coronation, as so many people have said, we're not in the monarchical system of government. It's supposed to be democracy. And for what I know, democracy has got principles. When the principles are no longer in, there's something different. A lot of people have raised several opinions about the state of the nation, and some of you do not care. We've raised several opinions about the insecurity, you don't care. Several opinions about the economy, you don't care. So you will also not care about the democracy that we are supposed to be in. Even Abacha didn't do this bad. Babangida didn't do this bad. Yakubu Gowon, nobody, Muhammadu Buhari, all of the military rulers, or Olusegun Obasanjo as a military ruler said he was going to agree to the vision of Murtala Muhammad, and he handed over to civilian power in 1979. Where are we? What form of, this is not even military, this is not dictatorship, this is not authoritarianism, this is away from everything I've known. A man is blocking all access to have somebody before him on the ballot. A couple of months ago, it was Tinubu 2031. Even some persons lost hope. There are people that used to be on this, they have lost hope. They say, leave and for her. Suddenly, there is hope at sight or in sight. A lot of things are springing up. We can begin to see sprinkles. Some of us, whether they win or not, we want to begin to say, this is why democracy, that's why I went to school.
Exactly.
So that we can see this is democracy. He won the election fair and square. I want to know. He didn't win. I want to know. But a man is saying that he doesn't want to have any party. No PDP, no Labour Party, no ADC. And you are laughing. It's time. It's time. It's time. No, there should be something you will do and they say, no. Though where when death now becomes too much in the soup or in the plate of soup, even the blind man will see it. This one has become too much. It's time for Nigerians to tell Tinubu and his gang of criminals, the drug lords running this country, those that are boasted to say he's going to win the election at all costs, bring anybody is going to defeat them. Suddenly, why are you checking out? Why are you using INEC as a criminal tool to not disenfranchise Nigeria? Revalidation in the morning, deregistration in the evening. Excuse me. This is no coincidence now. Come on. If Nigerians want to save Nigeria, this is the time. This is the time.
I'm telling you, facts on facts. Honestly, it should worry every Nigerian, every single one. This man they come want to be king for a country where you get multiple tribes. Is he okay? It will never be better for those that supported this APC, including the APC, all of them. It will never be better. I'm sorry, I can never forget what these APC people did. It will never be better for them. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, it will never be better for them. Big.
Who are declaring what God is declaring? Yes. I don't care if you are PSS, you are here. Go and say it as I said it. The president is not ruling this country, he's ruling himself and his ideas. Because even a dead horse, we live better than what we are saying. I'm telling you. Let me just ask. Has Obasanjo just have 90 years old? Yes. 90 years, I think, 90 or 90 something. Obasanjo cannot be in Asuko at 90 and badly to the grave. It cannot be that all the value just pack their leave and leave me. That before he die, he will up with us. It's just that we are not good and we are living in the democracy. Also, as fair as it is, or the late guy, what is it was, or his elder brother, yeah. Or what's the other one that used to flow to the city? So today, when we worship from the heavens, we are giving thanks and we are seeking for intervention. We are touching the ground.
A lot more pastors need to come out if they have the balls, if they don't have if they are not in the cookie jar. All right. Now this Nafiu Bala receipt full everywhere. This was him in August 1st of 2025, where he gave an interview at AIT. Yeah. And this was written by Leadership Tussle. Bala resigns as ADC chairman by Funke Ogunlolu. Let's read it together. The 2023 Gombe governorship candidate and former national deputy chairman of ADC, Nafiu Bala, has tendered his letter of resignation after declaring himself as the interim national chairman of the party. In the letter addressed to the former national chairman of the party, Ralph Nwosu, Bala stated that his resignation was to pave way for smooth and effective coalition, as well as restructuring the party. Una dey hear? Oh, they call me. Oh. Okay, let's go on. Bala assured that he's not abandoning the party and ready to serve in any capacity, but the former Gombe governorship candidate was silenced on the David Mark-led interim leadership. The announcement came after the official handing over of ADC to the former Senate president and his team by the former National Executive Committee on Wednesday. During his declaration as the national chairman, Bala had accused Mark-led interim leadership of the ADC of hijacking the party through unconstitutional means and warned of impending legal action to challenge what he described as a total surrender of the party's structure to external political actors. The former deputy national chairman emphasized that the party's constitution clearly outlines the processes for leadership succession, and that in line with those provisions, he was now assuming the position of interim national chairman. This was as at August 2025, right? So anyway, people are pulling out receipts just to point to the evidence that he resigned, because it clearly says here, his resignation. In his letter address, he stated that he's resigning to pave way for smooth, this is the focus right here, for smooth and effective coalition, as well as restructuring. Bam, evidence. Might be that. Where am I going? Let's hold on 1 second. Paul Eneche is calling out the government as usual. The man is talking. All the other people, they hide their head under the ground. This woman is single-handedly protesting. They say na Port Harcourt she dey protest. She said, Tinubu, stop borrowing with Nigerians' future. So they're going to proceed with their NWC meeting as planned. So, hey, we're going to come back and let's listen in on these spaces that they are holding. I want to see what people's opinions are. A little bit of it. We're not going to stay on it for too long, but let me play some of these videos.
And for the Independent National Electoral Commission to just jump and, begin to issue orders stopping the leadership of our party, it's ludicrous. We condemn this attitude because INEC is steadily becoming, a partner for the All Progressives Congress. INEC should have waited for the entire process to play out. And like we said, there was no reason for anybody to even entertain Gombe. All of this was wheeled in to put a brake on the momentum of the ADC. Look, the seismic, if you like, shift in, political, not only conversation, but political followership in Nigeria with the defection of Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso into the ADC has sent shockwaves across the political landscape and has taken, the ruling party into, a state of not only confusion, but worry, understandably, because they now see in black and white the danger, that is before them of losing the 2027 elections. So they are putting all their, cards of subterfuge and guerrilla tactics to politics on the table to undermine, to attempt to disintegrate and to demobilize the African Democratic Congress. It is not going to work. Nigerians have a right to have a different choice, a different platform, and a different option. That is what democracy is all about. And let me warn with the most emphatic language that the judiciary should not be seen to be an active participant in collusion with any political party, not even the APC, in trying to undermine the democratic setup that Nigeria has. The Independent National Electoral Commission must not take Nigerians for granted, must not begin to think that they can be today an umpire and tomorrow a player. It should be a rule that is based on transparency, based on inclusion, and based on a conversation that should be premised within the ambit of the law and the regulations that obtain. The action of the Independent National Electoral Commission is premature. It should not have issued any statement on this because Nigerians know who the leaders of the ADC are. Nobody knows this Gombe guy.
Yeah. Okay, let me play. There's a video. There's another video. Actually. All right.
As been said, the government we have today, as been said, and continue, is the worst ever in our dear country, Nigeria. Today, there's no governance in Nigeria. The legislative arm is at its worst. The judiciary is no longer hope of the weak or the poor. We all know insecurity, killings, and abductions is worse than even countries at war. Just in the past 1 week, 34 in Kebbi, Wednesday, Thursday, 50 in Zamfara on Friday, and today, even while we're speaking, today, over 20 already in Adamawa. The government we have today, as been said, and
for the
we finish us all middle belt before our eye go clear. Make una continue the hashtag middle belt is bleeding. It just is bleeding. Plateau is bleeding. Don't defend yourself. As of some months ago, Shegumi come outside publicly to say the government, that is to say APC, knows bandits' houses, their location. He even make it clear that it's not only him that used to go there, that he used to go with government personnel. And after Shegumi make this claim, no government come outside to debunk it. I may hate Shegumi for always say, let's negotiate with bandits. But one thing I like about him, he's always truthful. Anything where he do, he go tell you say he do him. He no dey fear anybody. That is one thing I like about him. He make it clear that the APC government knows their location, knows where they are. Because when you check all the whole state in Nigeria, 31 good governors are APC. So waiting for the remaining 4 won't do. So definitely it's APC that is ruining us as a whole. And Shegumi said these people know their location of bandits, know their houses, know them very well, that they normally go with them. I watch the video, may not be like saying I made a talk.
Knows every tourist by name and by location. I don't go yellow. I don't go to the terrorists alone. I call the police, I call the security, everybody. I will go to the MES, another place. In fact, when we went to one terrorist, I went with, even with women with me. To the bush. You didn't see it because the camera was not concentrated on it. I don't go hello.
And many of you middle bets, your claim is, oh, if we rise up against bandits now, the government will come for us. Now this is it. You are the victim. Government did not care about you. Fulani that is coming after you is breaking rules, breaking laws, unaliving you, and the government are not doing anything. And you will be victim. You still dey follow law of the government. No be stupidity be that. It be like say the way body they pepper me, body no dey pepper on our way be middle belt. All those middle belter, the way body they pepper me, it be like say the thing no dey pain una like that. Because if the thing dey pain una, you will not listen to a law that is not working for you, that only work for Fulanis. The only solution to your problem is when you start behaving like Fulanis. When you start breaking laws like Fulanis. When you start acting like Fulanis, that is when that region will be safe. But as long as say you won't follow government law, oh, if I do like this, they'll come after me. If they pie you, una go hashtag, oh, it's bleeding, una go cry, una go do all those one. No retaliation, nothing. You vividly know that the government did not care about you. So my Benue brothers and sisters, they go finish us all before our eye go clear. Let's keep complaining. Why Fulani keep doing the needful? As a Benue boy, if I see Mugu, I go let them fall into my Mugu. So in some cases, Fulani only see Mugu. Fulani see people who no go retaliate. Fulani see coward people where they fear their government. That is why they are misbehaving. Fulani are not scared of Nigerian government. And for you to be safe in the country, you need to start behaving like them. If some group of young boys can come outside publicly and say Aso Rock is their next target, that they will take over Aso Rock, and the government did not come outside to say anything, you will be middle belter. You go see say, oh, if you make a prison attack, oh, the government will come for us. If we defend ourselves, if we do that. Now, because of saying, no, they break rules. Now, Fulani keep breaking rules. They are getting away with it, but you will be victim. You keep hashtagging, oh, we are bleeding. Be waiting for Donald Trump. Before Donald Trump go get to that time, they go don't wipe. That is why they are making their thing fast before Donald Trump go finish with Iran. They go don't finish all of now. So if they don't finish all of now, waiting go remain nothing. The best thing is when Donald Trump come and they say, the people who want defend, they don't already buy them. America will now start negotiating with them. Let's start taking your oil and all of that. Finish. Your life don't go. Keep waiting for Donald Trump. Keep waiting for Jesus Christ to come and save you. Keep having that Christianity. Oh, we are peaceful people. They go finish all of now. Anyway, share your thoughts on the comment section responsibly.
Meanwhile, I know say Tinubu don't go just. Tinubu is set to address the people of Plateau State from the airport. They organize chair for airport. Okeke. They organize chair for Tinubu for airport to take talk to the people of Jos when just suffer devastating loss.
I deliberately. You hear the noise from the background? I deliberately don't want to put on my mic. That's to tell you how frustrating the sound is. You see, I don't dey run mad. We are gradually adapting to hardship, and we are not loud enough about it. We are gradually adapting to hardship. See, I'm suffering. If you're not suffering, I'm suffering. I no longer have savings because I have to spend for fuel. Cost of living is about to kill the living. In fact, it has finished me completely. This is not the time to use positive words. It is well when it is not well. It is not well. It is not well. Is this the same mandate that we're supposed to blindly follow? And then we have people with huge following supporting this mandate, this madness. Fuel is 1.7 black market, 1,400, 1,003 something in some places. Is this how it works? We no longer have savings. You buy 20 liters, you finish it. Boom. No lights. No lights. I'm broke because I cannot save, because I'm trying to survive every day. I'm trying to keep up for me and my child. There's so much hardship and we're not talking about it. We are busy concentrating on irrelevant things on the internet, keep chasing clout unnecessarily, when the world is actually coming to an end right before our eyes. If we allow these people sit on seats next election, it is over. And then you talk about why women are going to prostitution. You are stupid. I'm going insane because I'm broke. I don't to spend. The last 5 liters now, I won't finish now for my jet. What kind of madness is this? What kind of madness is this? Somebody is telling you to follow this mandate, and you're not there, cursing them out and driving. Even when there is light, they put you in a band. They say it's band A. Indeed, it is a band. Because they band us together and zap our savings completely. You put money there, you go upstairs, then the light is finished. From down to up is finished. The way the band is banding us, is zapping us of our entire savings. You cannot even put 20,000 naira as a recharge card and go from here to here without your lights doing pee. Corruption in every damn fucking thing. And you're wondering why people steal? You're wondering why people steal to survive. When you're not making you're not making it safe for the people in the country to survive. You're not creating jobs, opportunities. You're not helping them. Go outside the country and see how they are helping their citizens. You reach una they kill the citizens. You people are depriving us of joy, depriving us of livelihood. And you're wondering why there is high rate of crimes? May God not punish anybody who wants to advise me now. May God not punish you. You will have so much talent, but where is that talent going to? Where are you going to exhibit the talent? In what country? In a sane or an insane country? I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore because I'm so pissed to my bones. Your talent cannot even fetch you money if you don't do illegal. Enough is enough. I'm tired, man. I'm tired.
Yeah. Oh, lo.
You hear the noise from the background?
Oh, lo,
I deliberately don't want to put.
Oh, lo. Wetin be this breaking? You can see wetin they break for you. Whether na current news. 45 minutes ago, ADC leaders ask INEC, okay, we don't already do this one. Okay. Oh, lo. Remember the guy that they kidnapped too? They don't release him. The NYSC COP member. See him, now be this. They don't release the guy.
Good afternoon, sir. You're Abba. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir. You're looking more better now.
Yes, sir. I'm very good. I'm very much better.
Well done. You're looking much, much better now. Unlike
yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Unlike yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So
yes.
I sent you that money to Khadija. Did she tell you that 100K?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
All right. Yes, she told me, sir.
Okay.
She told me.
Okay. So
yes, thank you so much,
I saw you
sir.
yesterday in hospital. Did they check everything about? They check everywhere. Khadija.
You said?
Yes.
Okay, you're still in the hospital. Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm still receiving treatment.
Yeah. Abba, you went through a lot.
Yes.
Yes,
sir. Yes.
Hey.
Even you went through a lot. Thank you so much.
No,
Thank
Abba.
you for all that you have been doing. They have been telling me. Thank you so much, sir.
I'm happy that you're smiling again. I'm just happy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm very much better. Auntie taking very good care of me.
No, I trust Auntie very well. I trust Auntie Khadija very well. If not that one,
yes,
she is a humanitarian.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Not only her, even you.
Oh, thank you.
All the Nigerians, they really help me. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
And
Thank
amen.
you very much.
Where they wire you? Share the seed or that beating everywhere. No this thing there.
No, nothing. Inshallah, I'm very much better now.
Okay, that's thing, the stroke. Let me see.
This is where I break here.
Hey, Jesus Christ.
Yes, and then this shoulder here.
Oh my God.
Yes.
You dislocated that place?
Yes. They check yesterday. Said there's no problem. I will only receive some treatment, and we told Auntie she's going to explain everything to you.
Oh my God. Abba, sorry, ne?
Yes.
Sorry, my brother.
Thank you so much.
Sorry. I'm happy. I am very, very happy.
Thank you,
I'm
sir.
happy.
I'm also happy. You can see I'm smiling.
That is what I want. You see me, I'm not smiling now. Me, that is, my face has always been frowned, like, but since I see. Thank you.
I have been thinking that I'm not alive, but now I'm feeling that I'm alive. Yes.
It's Allah. Abba, I'm happy. I'm very happy.
Even you bring me back alive. I thought I already did.
He said, I bring you back alive. Abba, it's not me that bring you back alive. For it is God. It is God. And Nigerians. And Nigerians. Nigerians, they love you. They love you. They love you. Yeah. And don't cry, Abba. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Abba, don't cry.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate your support.
Don't cry. Don't cry. It's gonna be well. Okay. It will be all right. Okay. Auntie Khadija. Auntie Khadija. Khadija, thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for everything you are doing right now for Abba. Thank you very much, Khadija. May Allah reward you. May Allah reward you.
Amen.
Yeah?
Amen.
Well done, yeah?
Thank you so much. Please thank Nigerians to me.
Okay.
Can you hear me, sir? Please thank Nigerians to me. Everybody that pray for me, those that support me, and everybody, please, I really appreciate your support to me. May God bless everybody. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support to me.
I will send this video. I'll post it, and Nigerians will see that you are very appreciative. Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm very appreciative.
I'm good at. So I'm happy that you are smiling, Abba. May God bless you. So you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. All right. Yeah. Right. I'll talk to Auntie Khadija. I'll send something for her too for your maybe I'll send something for her later. Something for her for your food, other things. Okay.
All right, sir. Thank you. She's currently crying. I don't think she can speak to you now.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Are you two now? You want to make me cry now, but
don't worry, sir. Please, I'm sorry. Don't cry. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. Thank you.
Guy. But he's well, eh? He's well.
Yes.
He's well, okay.
Yes, I'm well. Yes. Thank you.
Honestly speaking, the way this country do, the kind of governance and the kind of politics that is going on in this country right now has reduced the value of human being for this Nigeria. Do you know that honestly speaking, there will be no need sharing rights if you do things right? there will be no need for sharing rice to your citizens if you do things right. Rice will become what everybody can afford. When we say there is too much banditry, there is too much, say they don't acquire people too much, what do? You send 2 trailers of rice. They share and the people become quiet and say, "Kai, this person they work." Different kind of movement here and there. And then when there is issue that borders around our collective security, all of you keep quiet. You wait small. 1 week later, everybody can, and then you continue to campaign. Everybody is campaigning to be for the next election to rule. I am in pain. Yesterday night, in Plateau State, cold below 9 5 people. What will happen? They'll say, they've sent service chiefs, they are there, they have taken, they'll come and look around. Oh, so this was the place that this thing happened. What will be the next action? Nothing. Everybody will keep quiet. How can we be in this nation? Somebody will come and write boldly and say that, Bayan Azumi, something like this is going to happen, and that thing will happen. What is the reason behind we forgiving somebody who has come in Kovolo to come and buy a fellow human being? Then we'll catch that person, they'll say, let's forgive him. It is the duty of God to forgive you, and not we. Let the right authority, our security agency, know that. See, there has to be a rule so that this rubbish can stop, because it is obviously politics. People are playing with our lives in this country. When something like this bad happens, people want to become tribalistic, religious, and sectional about it. We have lost humanity in this Nigeria. We have lost humanity. It is so painful that people will lose their lives, and then some people are trying to be political about it. Some people are trying to be religiously correct about it. Some people are trying to be tribal about it. I have said this times without number that it never get to you. No mean say it no go get to you. Now in Plateau, they are coming to the center because of politics. Since 2010 till today, we never get rest. What am I even saying? Since 2002, it started from Borno till today. Nobody don't rest for this country. Abacha said it many years ago that any crime, any kind of crisis or banditry, name it, that will last more than 24 hours, government get and decide. Enough of the politics. Enough of the politics you are playing with the lives of Nigerians. All in the name of you want to carry resources. All in the name of you. All in the name of you want to do this. You want to lead by force. People just they cry every day. You never tire una. If they complain una share rice. If you do things right, there will be no need to share rice. The best way to have people align with your concept of politics is just doing things right. It is not about packing everybody and put them in your party. Why is this movement benefiting the ordinary citizen? Iran, they suffer waiting and Iran enter waiting they enter. Now we they suffer on their behalf. A country that is so blessed. What is the reason? Now we they fight war. Why are we buying fuel 1,400 per liter? What is this rubbish that is happening? And nobody is talking. They'll say it's politics, no pumas. Everybody is trying to be sensitive this period, because if you talk, they'll say, oh, you are political. You people are doing too much to humanity. Every day you can't even stay in this country 1 week, make you not see one pain. And mind you, if you want to think because it's not happening in my state, you think you are okay. No, we are all Nigerians. Listen to me. The concept of even operating statehood that we think is our state is not even it. Now where they born you be your state. Now where you grow up be your state. You understand? That they not born you in Plateau State doesn't mean you are not concerned. We are playing too much politics with our lives in this country. We have very wicked set of leaders that we see through it, they will not say it. People, they're just busy, just they bury their loved ones every day. Nobody, they talk. They'll just say, just hold on, and in the next 1-2 weeks, all this thing will calm down. They'll just put 24 hours, and then witness, the people come back and perpetrate the same evil. Nothing tangible is done. Are you telling me? Do you know how many trillions of naira these people are awarding to come and do election? Go and check the budget for INEC to conduct another election to put failures into power. Go and check it. Look at it, man. What do you want to even make of a country who was buying fuel less than 200 naira per liter when there was subsidy? And now you say subsidy is gone. We are buying fuel 1 no problem. And then life is even worse off that you even took up subsidy, because the money you are getting for not paying subsidy is supposed to subsidize other parts of our life, but there's nothing of such. Do you know that all the money you people are gathering to do movement and all of that, that if you give the basic things, water, light, good road to the people, there will be no need for spending so much billions in trying to gather people to show them how wealthy your political circle is? Yes, now. Which kind of rubbish will I just do like this? Which kind of rubbish? Yes, there has been move for local government autonomy. How many local government chairman, where they collect this money from federal, don't use and work? But rather than the allocation they are getting, they are carrying that money also now to now go and appease somebody in the federal, all in the name of different kinds of movements and whatever. You people are just doing budgets for the next election and not for the betterment of the citizens. Abuja, where are there? Some section of Abuja no get water. The other day, somebody come outside to take it. One person that is whatever to the FCT minister was saying, can you come and prove yourself in court? You the curious for head. So if something hard was in as life will not go feed the talk. If you know you are in the do say axis, you will agree with me that some people never get water for their house in the last 1 month. And if they complain, you go say you do not have right to complain. You will answer to God one day. We will not live here forever. All this money won't at their amounts. I won't know whether I will go carry and go heaven one day. Now here it will end. Vanity upon vanity. People quite popular too, then they talk, so when I say they no talk. Now until it happen to your family, you go talk. What goes around comes around. You go touch everybody. Both who talk and who no talk. Everybody go collect.
Hey, Nigeria. Anyway, may Nigerians not back down. Kaduna South, the whole of Kaduna South, they are sending in their letter of resignation and moving into ADC. It's gonna be loud. Nigerians should not back down. You hear me? In fact, me, I expect me the protest start, make it continue. I expect every state go even fall out. Not only Edo go they come out. Everything Edo is historically telling us how the tribes behaved during this their colonial era. We are seeing it play out. History is repeating itself. Everybody's supposed to fall out. No wonder it took them a while to defeat Edo State as a whole. It took them a while. Now I'm beginning to see why. I beg. Nigerians, more than not give these people chance. We do on our back. We are here. We are giving you your support. ADC, more than not cower. All this soft talk, one that they talk. I mean, I'm not. Maybe because when I divest my voice, they loud. Maybe now make me they look on a side eye. Una voice supposed to strong. Not be all this soft. Maybe now old age they cause them. I don't know. Anyway, let's take a listen to some of these spaces that are going on. We can't stay on it for too long. I need to wrap this up and call it a day. Let's first listen to this one.
Abba.
Court announce somebody the party this thing, and then they keep dialing and then keep doing whatever thing they were doing, trying to frustrate, using some of those things to frustrate. Then when it became obvious to them that, oh, this is not Obi had left the Labour Party and all of that, then all of a sudden they announced and said, yeah, we agree, this is the This is INEC. Actually, this is the leader of Labour Party. So I believe strongly that none of us, we should just do what other things we need to do to prove to them, no, don't use these tactics any other time. Don't use these techniques any other time. But in the real sense of thing, we have won. By looking at them, I like the way David Matt actually acted like a general today. He acted like a very strong, wise elder. It's like, okay, I've seen all your little children play. I've seen where you're trying to go. You're trying to drag us to the mud where you know that at the end of it, you don't actually have anything to hold us down, but you just want to distract us. Okay, we're not going to do this. We're going to the mud with you. Then at the end point of it, you're going to come out to say, okay, yeah, you can have it, but then you would have gotten the time you needed of us. So that is one. And then there's somebody that came out to say that, oh, Tinubu does not care. Tinubu is a tyrant. You know, the guy Tinubu is a tyrant, and he's a bully. And one of the things that tyrants care.
Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why people will just be calling me. I don't understand. Okay. What's going on here? Okay. Okay. Let's try this again.
Okay, while he's still trying to sort himself out. Willie, how are you? Thanks for coming. Our space is still going up and down. Oh. Our space is still going up and down. Anyways, please go ahead. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. Hi, everyone. Yeah. So, I mean, it's glaring now for those who have been thinking all this while that what these guys have been doing or what has been happening is kind of coincidence or whatever. When you have every major political parties that are kind of an opposition, especially political parties where you have, major candidates or candidates with some kind of popularity, you notice that all of them, all the major parties and the ones with candidates with some form of popularities are having issues. It can't be coincidence. So it's just, one of his so-called strategies to use to, he knows how very unpopular he is, right?
Okay, let me just read this and we'll call it a day, okay? Monday, the ADC gained over 1 million votes in Kano as Rabiu Kwankwaso joined the party. Tuesday, the ADC secured another 800,000 votes in Kano as Dr. Nasiru Gawuna joined the party. Tuesday, Governor Bala Mohammed hinted at joining the ADC. Tuesday again, one APC senator and 4 House of Reps members began hinting from the party in Kano. Wednesday, T-Pain and APC allegedly sued INEC to create confusion within the ADC leadership in a bid to discourage heavyweight politicians from joining the party. Wednesday, Nigerians took to the streets online, protesting massively and registering with the ADC in unprecedented numbers. The party's popularity surged by over 1,000%. Thursday, Nigerians staged physical protests at the INEC headquarters, intensifying their opposition and hatred towards T-Pain and APC. Thursday, Nafiu Bala has emerged as the most hated Nigerian at the moment, as citizens rained curses and cited Al-Qunut prayers against him. Thursday, Governor Bala Mohammed and several other political heavyweights expressed their readiness to join the ADC and work against T-Pain and APC. Thursday, the opposition has become more united than ever before, with all major camps speaking with one voice and working as a cohesive team. Friday is pending. I like this. 2027 movement to save our nation, democracy. Okay. Today in Anguwan, Dosa, Kaduna State, Nigeria, people have joined the ADC. See, they don't increase. This is Benin City. They protest, Tinubu must go. Okay. Of course, this lady in Port Harcourt. Mass resignation rocks Jigawa APC over INEC's illegal decision against opposition ADC. A wave of mass resignations has hit the APC in Jigawa State following what party stakeholders described as an illegal and provocative decision by INEC against the opposition ADC. Reports confirm that loyalists and political structures linked to the former governor of Jigawa State, Alhaji Badaru Abubakar, are dumping the APC in large numbers, declaring that the time has come to stand up and defend democracy. One of the defectors was quoted as saying, "This is the time to save democracy. We cannot continue to tolerate injustice and manipulation." More updates to come. Idon Dangbana manager, he says, "I have a detailed strategy to dismantle the Southwest rigging system. If the opposition is serious and willing to invest, I am ready to roll out the plan." Okay, that's an obedience. Outrage in Edo State, this was 4 hours ago, as youth blocked the Benin-Lagos Expressway at Ugbowo axis near Uniben, chanting "Tinubu must go." The protesters, mostly young people, shut down the major highway for hours over rising hunger, cost of living, and harsh economic conditions. This caused heavy gridlock, forcing commuters to seek alternative routes. Security forces were later deployed to restore order on the critical south-south to southwest corridor. I doubt if Tinubu will be able to finish his tenure as president. Nigerians are really angry. Okay, Mike Arnold, head shaker. Wetin they call himself? He dey detail T-Pain. He detail T-Pain. All the atrocities, he detail am for this write-up. We're going to come back and read that. I don't have the time now. Here is so he did a part 1. This is a part 2. The Washington connection. Afghan heroin funds global jihad. Nigeria's president has a sealed DEA file. Mona here, your president has a sealed DEA file. The CIA calls it a national security matter. Let's connect the dots. So we're going to come back and read that article. Let's listen to Donu's rant.
Like Tinubu could only succeed. But let me flip this over too and say that a man like Tinubu could only succeed at this level in a country where most people are either dumb or playing dumb. They say that in the land of the blind, the blind man is king. So Tinubu has one eye because he's not performing well or he's doing a lot of the wrong things, right? Yet he's in charge of all of us. If you can be so controlled and exploited by a one-eyed king, what does that say about you and me, we, the followership in Nigeria? We're either dumb or just pretending to be dumb or just having a little nap, a little slumber until we get our act together and reject bad leadership. And to be fair, Tinubu is not the only bad leader we've had. This is commonplace, not only in terms of our presidential history. His predecessors, most of them are crap. In terms of governors, local government chairmen, we just accept bad leadership, bad ministers, bad everything, like sacks of Gary. And that kind of makes me think that we are really, really stupid. Because if you have a two-eyed king, a king with full 2020 vision and all the leadership, correct leadership qualities and performance track records, if you have that kind of king and everybody sits back and lets him run the show without too much complaint, then that's understandable. But when you are all complaining, 90% of you are complaining about this man, about his ministers, about the governors who are under him, and yet you're all accepting that these people you dislike so intensely should continue, then it doesn't say much for you. It doesn't say much for us. People get the leadership they deserve. And I'm increasingly of the opinion that Nigerians deserve bad leadership because they tolerate it.
That's true. With that, my people, I say have a wonderful rest of the day. We'll go to talk the rest later. This Nigeria matter. We must collect that country back, or whether they like them or no. Okay? So let's stay plugged in. All right, guys. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate you all. Oriyomi, Michael, Kene, Tracy, Seed, thank you all for joining. I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye. Oh, Miss Omoye, welcome. Oh, okay, all right. Bye for now. We'll talk later. Plug into power bank. I will right now. The thing don't even dey go down. Make it not go close on me. All right, guys. Bye.